Anambra, then they will also correct the error, the mistake they made to allow the Labour Party governor in Abia. So step by step, turn by turn, it is going to get to all of them. And I saw where the Apuga are already up in arm with Soludom. They said they won't give Soludo their second time ticket because Soludom has failed them. The people of Nnewi, for example, where Tifnumbu is allegedly to have come from. Did you see this broadcast this afternoon? Where some the streets Ronukus, Yoruba Ponus, said that Tifnumbu is from Anambra, Nnewi to be precise. Well, they said that Soludom has refused to develop the Nnewi because Nnewi people didn't vote for him. And this is making it so hard for the Apuga people in that area to indeed bring the people on board. And they won't let Soludom make them lose Anambra because of his style. I do not understand the Igbo totally, but here at the town hall meeting, where town hall is different from Bulaba, so to say.
Since 2014, almost 10 years now, I have only found about strong opposition. Government of Governor Soludo, this was too, so now one of the beneficiaries in where so, and one reason I do continue now focus, especially what to Uruaga. Manamana man, if I want to cook our Kataria, Atariananko, because most of the times he just wear so on our position. He joined if he follow on he joined if he follow on he just blow if he follow the blow. If I go, now they will never know what I ask. What has all position course there? Ugari Media, at our Eastern region, at our Ugoya Bao, who say, no one that only I told you for you. Ugoya Wana, 8 years of Bugari, no headed to America. And the Wakapo never was standard political practices that the whole world, also Nigeria can make. I can't go near since 20.
You know, they start. They crack on the wall. Now, small, they start. So before you know it, the APC, Egbekegbe will take the chance, and the rest will be history. Here is another thing I saw. They are having a promotional examination in Anambra for our civil servants. Then they are charging them money. Like, why would you charge them money? Then you have people on online who are already defending this. Say, don't you know that they have to pay the examiners? See? The examiners are have to be yen like that. So here is what looks like a circular. All directors of departments and heads of divisions, all zonal directors, PPSSC zonal offices, all principals, that scheduled for 2023 and 2024 promotion interview for staff on SGLO 1 to 15, level 1 to 15. So you will have to go and pay 3,000 naira. Is it? Yeah, you pay 3,000 naira into this Kachuku Ventures. If you want to sit for the promotional exam. So therefore, if once you paid, then you can go and sit for these examinations. It's just like a job for the boys. This has brought people to begin to ask questions like, why do you pay for an examination? Like in the civil service. Well, it's a normal thing. That's how they do it. What the heck? Why? Okay. Bless, I don't live for this Obodo Ibo for too long. Nigeria is a place where they normalize abnormalities. It just depends on which side of the coin you are. Job for the boys. I saw that and I was like, Meanwhile, like they said 2 days ago, that even though Tifnumbu promised the NLC scribe that he was going to pay them the new minimum wage from May. Now they've changed that to July 29th. Now they have developed a table that makes it look real, that is about to start paying them the minimum wage. Anyway, congratulations to you, the youth corpers. I saw that they have also increased your own alawi to 77,000 naira from 35,000. I've been at 34,000 naira. Congratulations. Yeah, I know. So yeah, a lot of them are so happy now that they will be paid 77,000 naira. So what does this new minimum wage mean in Nigeria?
This is the table they developed.
Sorry about that. So they developed this table. When they talk about minimum wage, it is not really that they will pay people 70,000 naira per se. So if you look at how they kind of measure it, they say level 1, step 1. So that is the minimum. So if you are a minimum wage here collector, you'll be paid how much now? Annually, 930,000 naira. So it's like you'll be paid about 80-something thousand naira. So in a year, you'll get paid 930,000 naira. So level 2, step 1, you get paid this. Level 1, step 2, step 3, step like that. So this is what they worked it out as. So annually, this is what you will get. If you are a civil servant with the federal government of Nigeria, if they ever pay you, this will be your annual salary. So let's take a look at level 9. Level 9, step 15. So you will get paid 2,194,000. That's level 9. Oh, that's something like a big level, Abby. So if you convert that with the 1,700 naira to a dollar, even though you're not spending dollar, but you know that most of what you have in Nigeria are imported. And therefore, there is a reflection of that in what you eventually will spend money on. So 1.9 million naira for somebody, 2.1 million naira for somebody at level 9, step 15. Sounds like a good money, a lot of money, but it is not. With the devalued naira, that's practically just how much? 1,000 pounds a year. And this is before tax. They will still deduct tax from it from you, okay? So, Baba, person will be level 9, step 15, supposed to be your girl. Sorry, in fact, let's use level 10, step 15. That's 2.3 million naira, or approximately 2.4 million, right? And that's just 1,000 pounds, or 1,050 pounds a year. Divide that by 12. It shall be permanent. It shall be permanent. This offering that Kolu is sharing, it shall be permanent. Amen. It shall not be permanent, because people like that they cost you now. Because as they are devaluing your naira, so is the worth of what you take every month. You will feel sorry for a lot of them. Look at the person who is highly paid. Person will be like level 17. Imagine person with level 17, step 9, and is collecting 8,870,837. This is like a director or permanent secretary. If the person will be thief, now he be safe for 1 year, for a whole year, now 4,000 pounds, or 3,800 pounds. Baba, I don't know if we should just clap and say, thank God. I don't know. Imagine you become a director or a permanent secretary, and they are paying you 8.8 million naira a year. People will think, say, you have money. That money cannot buy you keke marua. I don't think so. Okay, it can buy you a keke marua. No, you can't. You can't buy keke marua and then still be able to pay your rent or anything. You must be a thief to survive in that contraption, even as a permanent secretary. You know why? It's because they've devalued your money. Yeah. Well, I mean, take a look at that. Permanent secretary, 1 year, or not be every month, or 1 year. That's not even up to what I make in a month. We're just talking to you on my Egun's Diary Politico every night. No, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. That's how worthless your naira is. what your permanent secretary, senior oga, bata, what they make in Nigeria. It's not up to what I actually make on my platform in a month. I know. And that's not my fault. It is how mad they have destroyed your contraption. And that is something that those of you who are actually earning so less can see that you are only just going to be living, existing for existing's sake. What kind of a country is that? Eh? Okay. Anyway, Shasha, that's how they kind of arrange the minimum wage in that contraption. So tell me why they won't steal, why they won't change a book, why they won't doctor this and that. And then they will be wearing this their born again coat, oversized coat, and oversized skirts. You go to see they be born again, but they be thief, evil servant. They call them, not civil servant, evil servant. How do you kind of live with that? Eh? And it's still going to get worse. It's going to get worse. The devaluation continues. The economy will continue to take its own downturn until you reach the stage of Zimbabwe. Yeah, Zimbabwe. I'll leave you with that. There are other developments. Put it this way. From all the old Igiaga, Hula Baloo, about the BOBRISKY this, and then prison, the prison boss starts, the bribery for if you want to go prison or you want to stay out of prison, and other stuff, right? Today or this evening, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Ojo, just made an announcement that those they suspected to have shared the 15 million naira paid by BOBRISKY, they should go on suspension until the conclusion of investigation. So I saw that while we were on this program this evening. And look at it. Mr. Michael Anugwa, Deputy Controller of Corrections, DCC, in charge of Medium Security Custodial Center, Kirikiri, Lagos, on suspension. Sikiru Adekunle, Deputy Controller of Corrections, DCC, in charge of Maximum Security Custodial Center, Kirikiri, Lagos, on suspension. Others said board has also suspended ASC2 Ogbule Samuel Obina, serving at the Medium Security Custodial Center, MSCC, Afikpo, Ebonyi State, for allegedly accompanying a convicted inmate out of the custodial center to a location outside the facility. In another related development, the board has equally suspended another senior officer of the service, Elio Fonsi Kevin Ikechukwu, Deputy Controller of Corrections, DCC, in charge of Medium Security Custodial Center, MSCC, Kuje Abuja, for allegedly receiving monies on behalf of an inmate. The suspension of these officers is to allow for further investigation on the various allegations while assuring that the outcome will be made public when concluded. Brilliant. So to those who are still threatening, what's his name? VDM, I hope they keep it up so that we can read about their own suspension too. And this has actually brought people to start questioning. Remember that man, that hotelier that killed a lodger in Ile-Ife, that was sentenced to life imprisonment in Abi death. This man. People are now beginning to ask questions like, is this man really in prison? That people should go and check who Adedoyin was sentenced to, I think he was sentenced to life imprisonment or death. I can't confirm that right away. Adedoyin, they said they should go and check who maybe the guy is no day prison on top this BOBRISKY's saga, Igiaga, Hula Baloo, Nigeria, the crime scene. They had a college in Delta. And that college is not a college to get educated on anything, really. Now, Yahoo college. Imagine, you enter a place, say you want to go school, or you want to go learn how to do Yahoo. That's the rot that Nigeria has become. Here is a report from that.
Okay, we are here at Ekpan Police Station in Ubia local government area. Here we'll be parading about 123 suspected internet fraudsters who were engaged in the business of internet fraud. They were all placed in a particular house in one estate in Efun, Warri Road, where they do what they call HK. They say HK means Hustler's Kingdom. However, what is their modus operandi? They engage their agents who go on social media to flaunt wealth that most times are not even theirs and convince unsuspecting boys of the age of 17, 18, 19, 20 that they want to teach them forex and also that they want to teach them crypto business. Now, what do? They lure them some all the way from Kaduna, some all the way from Akwa Ibom, some all the way from Ibadan to that particular estate and beat the hell out of them. That is their own welcoming to them. And feed them only when they feel like feeding them. In fact, one of them said once they enter the bedroom to bath, before they come out, they will seize their clothes, that they don't come. And in this place, there's no going back. Now, how did we get about this information? One of them who came alongside two others all the way from Kaduna told them that I can't do this, let me go home. They told him, you don't come. That guy now used his laptop that they gave to him to do the business of internet fraud to reach out to the mom, who quickly reported to their relative who happens to be a member of the military, and they came in their numbers and raided that estate and arrested over 123 internet fraudsters. We also have another one, Bola from Ibadan. He said he studied in Arabic school and he needed money to go to Cairo in Egypt. Met one of his friends who he asked for 150,000, and that guy told him, people that are below you are even living larger than you. Come to Warri, let me teach you how to make money. Only for him to come, they took him to that estate, and as they are entering each of the gates, they are always shutting it, locking the gate. It became apprehensive and told them, what am I here to do? They told him it was internet fraud. He told them, I am an Afa, I can't do this. They told him, you have come, you are not going back. And that was how they welcomed him with beating. They beat him up to the extent that he even excreted on his body. He urinated on his body. And he had no choice than to stay back. This Bola was said for the past 9 months, since he left Ibadan, he has not spoken to his mom, he has not spoken to his dad, they have not allowed him access to even sunlight. This is what is happening, and this is the reason why we must continue to monitor our kids, continue to monitor our what? Their peer group. When we can't find them for some time, we should look for them. When they come back home with unexplained and ill-gotten wealth, we should ask questions. We should not continue to tolerate this. This does not speak well for us as a nation. It does not speak well for us as a people and as a society. I just want us to briefly interview some of them so that they will tell us their story. Your name?
My name is Gideon.
Gideon, you are from where?
I'm from Akwa Ibom.
How old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
Repeat it.
I'm 17 years old.
Okay, so what brought you to that estate?
My friend, let me start out.
No, I don't need too many stories. What brought you to the estate? Just tell me. Go straight to the
hustle.
Also, what kind of hustling?
Internet flirting.
Internet flirting.
Yes.
Okay, now they tell you say it be. Okay, when did you get there?
Over 1 month.
Okay, you don't do that for like 1 month now.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me your experience inside the place.
So my experience inside that place is sometimes we only eat morning and evening.
Okay.
And another thing is like we sleep 9 to 5 o'clock in the day. If we sleep at 9, I wake up. From that 9 we start work till 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, how the work be? How do they do the work?
Our work is to show us how to act this Facebook, after acting this Facebook. But that thing from me, I don't really like it. I always tell my guys sometimes this thing is very hard for me to do it.
Okay, it's okay. Now, when was the last time you heard from your parents?
It doesn't really 4 months.
Since you come the estate, they don't allow you call your mama.
They only seize our phone and they say we are only calling on Sunday only.
Okay, they seize on our phone. They say you can only call on Sunday.
Àsìkò òǹgbẹ lọ́tún lósì ẹ̀mí òsì ká rẹ̀ Jagaban Karim.
Agavan Kerim. See, when I was doing that conversion of their salary earlier, it wasn't just to kind of compare where I live with where they live. The reason why we have to make that comparison is this, okay? Presently in Nigeria, more than 90% of what they use in Nigeria is absolutely imported. And the impact of the exchange rate on everything Nigeria cannot or should I say overemphasized. So I saw that comment of Mr. Papaefe or whatever you call yourself. And you know what? The way you actually shot yourself on the foot is this. You actually said you buy a gallon of liter. I think that's how much you buy it in America, because the way you listed it shows that probably you live in America. $4 per gallon. And I can ask you this one straight up, right? The Nigeria minimum wage is every month, and it's put at maybe 85,000 naira. Okay, and that 85,000 naira is probably around $50, and that is for 30 days. In America, where you pay $4 to a gallon, $4 for a gallon, as you call it. I don't even know what you mean by gallon. We buy it a liter in the UK. A liter of petroleum in the UK is £1, 35 pence. Now, if you convert that to Nigerian money, ordinarily, that's going to be like maybe about 3,500 naira per liter. Yeah? So number one, UK is not a massive oil producing country. Nigeria is. And the minimum wage in the country that I live in is £10, the minimum. And you are expected, if you have a job in the UK, you are expected to work at least 38 hours in a week. Now, if you multiply £10 times 38 hours, that will automatically give you about £380. Okay? In Nigeria, if you break down the 50, it's not even up to £50, the 86,000 naira, right? If you break it down, it should be £100 in Nigeria would be how much? 220,000 naira. That's £100. So half of that should be 110,000 naira. So which means the 86,000 naira minimum wage they pay to the lowest person in Nigeria is not even up to £40. And that's for 30 days. In the UK that I live, for 30 days, you don't even have to work for 30 days. In Nigeria, you work for 22 days, I'll be minus weekend. So in the UK, if you put the whole thing together, you work for maybe about 14, 15 days. Yeah, that's how many days you work here. And for that 15 days, you get paid nothing less than £1,400. Now, if you multiply that £1,400, you are able to pay your rent. If you have a car, right? Maybe car insurance, and then fueling your car, and the rest of that in a single month could take maybe, maybe £200, right? You pay your rent, for example, maybe you pay your rent around, this is minimum, right? Maybe you pay the rent of maybe £500, plus other bills in it and all that, right? Maybe 500. And then, you can possibly add other things like maybe shopping, this and that. At the end of the day, from your £1,400, right, you are likely still going to have maybe £300 savings conveniently, right? So with that £300 savings, which you don't have in Nigeria, now if you have to go and buy a liter of petroleum for £1.35, you don't even actually need a car, right? In Nigeria, you need to fuel your generator and all of that if you have any. Okay, so the standard of living here that will make me pay £1.35 for a liter of petroleum, it cannot be compared, Abi, to the life of those who are going to pay 1,200 naira per liter in Nigeria. And guess what? 1,200 naira per liter of petroleum in Nigeria, if you actually put that or convert that to what I have here, it's going to be how much? I think it's going to be 50 pence, right? Like half off. So the bottom line then is this. Where I live, it commensurates with how much the standard of living I have here.